Hey, what's up? It's another week. Here we are back at the SR Synth Weekly offices, and we got another great episode of SR Synth Weekly, and we're just going to jump right in because we got a lot of stuff today that with some great artists and some new artists today, and I've got a couple of ones I've played before, but it's all some great music. So first up today, and this is actually the name of the band, not an art piece. The name of the band is called Still Life with Cat. Really love the song here. They're from Italy. They're an alternative synth pop, dark synth, you know, a little bit of everything. And they're based out of Italy. The song they sent me today is All Is Quiet Out There. Really good song, really awesome vocals. Their description of this is their 6th song of the Mega Dream concept album. It's about machine domination. This song talks about the protagonist who represents mankind, who begins to take consciousness that he is not the first one on this planet, that nobody is observing him from the above, that he has no reason to run because nobody wants your soul. I kind of ran with that a little bit. What I did is I added this as, sorry, my microphone's trying to go down my shirt here. No, what I did is I kind of went with because of the awesome vocals and everything. I kind of went with the main character is kind of awakened. It's kind of like in a future wasteland, wondering how they got there. And then you see them traveling the wasteland. You know, it's kind of like a midpoint of a movie, or like a beginning of a movie just before the main story. You see them walking through the wasteland, and it's like traveling through the area. And as we're doing that, we're seeing like kind of the memories that we see, like kind of the background of how the man got there, and and all the little nuances on, memory, just trying to do in memory, and his memory's coming back, and it's just, as he's going through there. But at the same time, he's trying to be inconspicuous while he's doing his travels through the area. That's kind of what the first vibe gave me. Next, when it's on the same kind of take on it, it's the main in a fantasy has been kind of like the outcast of a movie. In the whole storyline, they've been in the outcast, and they're always behind. They're the main character, but they were always kind of like in the background. The whole thing was they're the anti-hero, while this other group is just shining out. But while that happens, that main group gets, they get trapped or kidnapped and stuff. And then the outcast, we find out, is actually like a chosen one, and they've been transformed. And as they are this chosen one, and they rush, and all of a sudden they take over, and they just save everybody, defeat the evil. And while this main group, who was who thought they were like the big thing, never thought about the main character, they got they're just all sitting in awe, going, wait a minute, how do you get all this power? Kind of gives me that vibe. I hope it's not upsetting on this, but kind of like that. The first thing that popped in my head, and I hope they don't mind, it's kind of like the Littlest Witch. That storyline vibe. That's just kind of what it gives me. So I like the song, really love the vocals, and it's a really good song. So check it out. Here it is. It's Still Life with Cat, and the song is called All Is Quiet Out There.
Stop your illusion. You're not so special, my son. You have no reason. You have no reason to cry. Nobody
I know, I like the vibe that it gave me. Just you know, with the background heroes actually becomes, you know, transforms. I like that one the better. So definitely check it out. As always, check out the rest of their stuff. It's really awesome. Really good vocals. So follow them on their Instagram. I mean, on their social media pages, and just check them out. Next up, we have. I've actually played this person a few times with other groups, so it's really nice to finally get them on here. So next up, I have Danny Madigan. Really cool vocal guy from Belfast, Northern Ireland. The song they sent me today is called Lost Shore. They describe it as an epic journey into an infinite horizon. I kind of went with that, but I also went with a, you know, it's the main title of a, you know, kind of like a tech show where the main character is a loner who has knowledge of like people around him aren't who they say they are. You know, they're kind of like, you know, like they, but he knows that like kind of like a shapeshifter, you know, kind of feel. And when we see the main and his team going, you know, they go to town and they go to find these like shifters or aliens or whatever. And they're sending them back as the title sequence go through. You know, we see everybody's going through, and we see what they're doing, and you know, kind of like the mystery of finding out who's who and what's what, and they're sending them back. Kind of gives me that feel, which kind of works with his Infinite Horizon deal, but also kind of gives me that feeling like the main character has come back to save the day. As the others look on, you know, they're kind of like. He was gone for a little while, having to do something, find something, and all of a sudden he's come back, and you know the team is just pinned down. All of a sudden, the main character comes back and he starts destroying everything. They go to the team and shows that how much he's changed or how much they've changed, and they're ready to fight for him. And the main character goes out and just destroys everything while the team supports him. Kind of gives me that on both sides. Either way, it's a really good song. I kind of like the title sequence a little better, but let me know what you think in the comments about this song, and check it out. Here it is. It's Danny Madigan, and it's Lost Shore. I don't know. I kind of like the vibe about the, you know, I like the TV show title. But let me know what you think in the comments. What kind of movie or what kind of scene you think that song would work with. Really good vocals, really good group. So definitely check it out. Check out the rest of their stuff on their social media down below. But next up we have, and I'm going to screw this name up, so apologies ahead of time. Overvad. It's a synth. Sorry, it's a synthwave group out of Denmark, and the song they sent me today is called Warp 9. Really good song, and they said it was kind of like an epic journey. Oh, I'm sorry, the spacey and have some high energy combined with some heavy beats. On my side, I don't have anything with that. No, no, seriously. I go with this. On this one, I want to go with, you know, it's kind of like that space title. You know, Warp 9. Come on, kind of works out. You know, it's kind of like that main battle fleet, you know, we see at the beginning of a TV show as it's, you know, the title sequence coming, you see the main battle fleet is showing up in the quadrant, you know, defending against the evil, and, you know, it's protecting the whole area. You just see the battles while you see each character being shown, you know, being shown in the show, so we know who's who, you know, and what they're kind of doing, and, you know, kind of like in episodes, they'll show, you know, what they were doing before then. And as the song progresses, we see all the storylines between them all. You know, like they said, like they'll cut off from one storyline. We just see everything between. That kind of ties in the main show, and then towards the end of the song, they you know, you see them entering the hyperspace, which, you know, most of them like to do that. So I just added that in. So it kind of gives me that vibe. Also, kind of gives me a vibe on that same text, on the same texture. It could be the same thing, but I use, like, the main character is a warrior, you know, kind of like a space warrior, bounty hunter, kind of one of those, either one of those. And, you know, we see him flying through space. You know, he's saving small areas, destroying the evil forces that are out to take over those, you know, take over the areas. But once it starts getting into the slower section of the song, we see the main find out the truth of what's been going on, and find out it's kind of like a conspiracy, or, you know, whatever, and between the evil and the people he's been working for, and he's kind of figures out the truth, and then rushes out to end it and take them all out and right the wrongs of the whole storyline. Kind of gives me that feel, you know. It's kind of like a space conspiracy theory, and he was like the pawn of it. Kind of gives me that whole feel, and, you know, at the slower section they figure it out. And then they go back as the song ends, you know, or song towards the end, you know, rushing out to right the wrong that happened. So I like that feel a little better. But let me know what you think in the comments, and definitely check out the rest of their stuff. So here it is. To check this out, it's Overvad, and the song is called Warp 9. So what's your take on that song? I still kind of like the main warrior deal, in the conspiracy deal. But you know, everybody has their own opinion. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and what song or what visuals you would give with that song. Next up today we have Canal Pop, and it's featuring Paulette. I hope I said that name wrong. If I'm wrong, please let me know. The song they sent me today is "I Want You to Be My Baby." They put this song as a catchy 80s style dance pop, and I agreed with that. I always I went with that on a little different level, but it kind of gives me the same feel. I put it as like the main character, the main hero, or whatever, has just saved the love interest, or what will be the love interest. And as they get to know each other, they start to get together, and the lover becomes enthralled by the main, you know, the main hero or the main character. And we see them get together, you know, and do that whole face-to-face. And then we start, as the song progresses, we get the depth of the romantic interludes that they see. Also, kind of gives me that hero return. You know, hero's return, kind of like out of a wasteland after the main battle, and then goes to visit the lover who was shocked that they're still alive, or shocked at the, you know, everything that happened. But then we see them showing. We see them showing, you know, together without any speech, only eyes to eyes, and you know, we know that it's over and that they're finally able to get back together. Both of them work for me. It kind of works on the same level of movie, but it just kind of gives me that, you know, whole lover and main hero getting together and getting enthralled with one another. So definitely check it out. Really good song. All the rest of the music they've done is really awesome too. So definitely check out the rest of their stuff. So here it is. Today it's going to be a Canal Pop, and featuring Paulette, and the song is called "I Want You to Be My Baby."
Shivers inside, I could barely hide my fascination. You say we're friends, and I say that's okay, but deep inside I know it's a lie. Can't pretend anymore. I want the world to know that I'm living in desperation. I can't hide anymore. Now I'm losing control. Gonna stand on my feet and shout. I want you.
like I said, with the vocals and everything, it just gives me that feeling of the lover and the new, the hero kind of coming together. I don't know, it just gives me that feeling. So, like I said, let me know what you think in the comments, what you visually, and also what you think of them. Well, I got a second. If you like this show, if you're new here, welcome. If you like the show, make sure you like. It'll help me out, and also subscribe if you want to for more, so you know when more episodes are coming out. It comes out every Tuesday for now. Next up today, we have Into the Blood. Played them before. Really good group, and they're based out of Denmark also. And the song they sent me today is Closer to Me, and this is I'm going to screw this up. It's Caboan, short far out remix. I hope I said that name right. If not, I apologize. As usual, I can't talk. This is a remix, like it just says, of Closer to Me, and it gives me a feeling of, kind of like one of those leaving the team for Journey deal. It's one of those where the main is kind of like, you see the main having to leave the team or the group that he's with or she's with, and they have to go on a journey alone to be able to save that group or, save a town. And as it sets up, we see the main as they leave and move through the journey. They're walking alone with only their thoughts, and we see kind of a whole quest as through their mind and their actions of just them being alone, and the searching the world to finish this quest. And as you can see, as the song progresses, it's taking its toll on the main character. That's the kind of main feel it gives me. It kind of gives me that main, it's a loner's quest to be able to save the civilization. That's the main thing it gives me. Also kind of gives me the main is reminiscing about the past and the ones they've lost, to this evil that's out there for the main storyline. We then see as the main's memory, as it gives the reason why the main is so, as it goes through all the memories, we see the main is so, we see the memory on why the main is so adamant to want to destroy the evil, as we as we see the evil is the one that caused the lover to be lost, or killed or kidnapped, and we see why, as the song progresses, the main character just being more upset on adamant of wanting to destroy the evil, and this kind of gives you that alone remembrance of why, so we can get a storyline of why the evil must be destroyed. So it kind of gives me both of those. I kind of like the journey better, but like I always say, let me know what you think in the comments, and and like I always say, also make sure you like all their stuff on the social media and all their music pages, and buy their stuff. So like I said, let me know what you think in the comments, and here it is. It's Into the Blood, and the song is called Closer to Me.
Like a star that turns to ashes. 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 Leaving behind memories of you. Of my youth, 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 of my youth. There is no more consolation. You have climbed your final stage. will always be the hero in a distant golden age. Know how the flame rush to the deep, pulling you closer to me, to me. You're closer to me.
So what did you think? Like I said, I like the Journey feel. Just gives me that vibe. They have a really good vibe on all of their music. So definitely check them out. And as I said, check out their pages down below in the description. And if you like their stuff, buy it. Next today we have Positronic, and they are a synth pop group out of Corona, California. They call it a upbeat. The song they sent me today, I'm sorry, is called Sweet Summertime, and they say it's an upbeat melodic dance song. I agree. I kind of went on a. I'm not gonna say Mac and Me because most people in the '80s know that movie. But on the same lines, but this kind of gives me that teen meeting an alien and life journey movie. Just gives me that feel. What I mean by that is like I want to go with like a group of teens with they have a new alien friend they found, and they're all wandering around the you see a whole montage of them wandering around, and they're teaching their new alien friend how to live in their world, and they're all having a good time. They're together. They're showing their little alien friend around and how to live, and how to be part of that world. But at the same time, the alien is showing them the wonder of its life, and showing the wonders of what it can do, and showing them how to become better of their life, of the human teen lives. But at the same time, it's a whole montage of we see them all getting together and having a good time together. So it kind of gives me that vibe. Also gives me the vibe of like the main and the rest of a team has just beaten the evil. Like in every movie they've beaten it, in this kind of like same notes. It's kind of like they've beaten the evil corporation. The main boss was arrested, and we're seeing the work that was done by the corporation being undone as the team is getting the city or area back, you know, that was taken, and you know, and you see them rebuilding and being able to have a good time again, along with the rest of the town, as they're no longer in the like main grips of this corporation. So they're able to be free again and, you know, have a good time. That's kind of, that also kind of gives me a thing. It could work on the same thing, you know, corporations take over and this alien comes in and helps them. I like both vibes. It just gives me that good, you know, they're living again, you know, no longer in the grips and free. It just gives me that vibe. So let me know what you think in the comments as always. And here it is. The song today is called the group is Positronic, and the song is called Sweet Summertime.
Sweet summertime, destiny is calling.
I don't know. I just kind of like that, you know, freedom vibe that gives you, the town's no longer in the grip of the corporation kind of feel. I kind of like that. It just works. It just works really well for it. So like I said, as always, check it out. It's a really good song, and the rest of the stuff's really good. So check it out in the description below for all their sites. Last up today, we have Iterations. And I've played them before, a few times. And they're a synthwave group out of Washington, D.C. The song they sent me today is called Timeline. And they call this a post-punk soundtrack synthwave. I don't know. No, seriously. I'm going with on this song, just the way the whole vibe feels. It kind of gives me that mid-battle meeting. And what I mean by that, we see the main and his team, they're driving to the scene where the evil's set up or the evil's gathered. And as they pull up, we see the evil ready to stand off with with new tech weapons that they have. As both sides arrive, and they do that whole stare down, aware in the storyline that neither have a special element or item that they need to win that they've that they've been searching for. So they have to. We see them, they have to do a quick battle to make sure the other one doesn't get the element or doesn't have an idea. Just make sure they don't have a clue what this element is. Kind of gives me that feel. It's kind of like that mid-battle meeting just to stop them from being able to, go search for this item. Also, kind of gives me, on a separate note, it actually could be the same note too, on the same movie. Team is forced to go through a vortex, through time and space to search for items and magic that was lost to make a weapon to stop the main evil. And yeah, it kind of sounds like Endgame, but that's not what I meant. A little better than in-game setup, they have to make this weapon though, and it's to stop the main evil. We see them all splitting off and gathering each item quickly, and come back and start. And as the song progresses, we see them looking at the parchment that tells them, where to go and when. And you start seeing the whole montage together after them. It goes through the vortex, come back, and you see them start putting it together to fight this main evil. It could work on both sides. I mean, on both levels of, the first is we see the stare down, and then, after they go through the vortex. Just kind of gives me both those feels. So let me know what you think today, because last up, this is a really good song to end today with. So check it out. It's Iterations, and the song is called Timeline. Well, that's it for this week. I hope everybody enjoyed the music this week. Really awesome music. I know I just do story time with it, but the artists and music is really good. So definitely check them out. And as always, check out my past episodes for some more great music and great artists that deserve, they deserve all your credit and all your love. And make sure you follow them, buy their stuff, because that's what they need. They deserve, they deserve the music to be heard and bought. So check out all their pages. Give them a download, give them a stream. Anything you can, just make sure you follow them. Hope everybody, like I said, hope everybody has a great week. And I'll see everybody next week. So have a great one. Bye.